Hello and welcome to Critical Fishing, which I've covered in the past, which when I covered before it was a demo. The full game is out now, and I've spent, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours. It feels like, I don't actually think it's been that long. I think it's been closer to like 5 at this point. It may be 6, I'm not sure. Either way, it is a highly enjoyable game. It's very fun. I've been having a really good time with it. I think I'm probably kind of like close to the end because the goal is to build a spaceship so you can go to space. And I think I'm pretty much I think I'm there. I didn't build it just yet because I was afraid that it might kind of end little scenario here. But anyway, I don't really do reviews, so this is just gonna be kind of a review, I guess. It's just going to be me doing generic gameplay stuff and just talking about the different things that I've done that I've enjoyed. I still have not figured out like what to do with this dog, man. I do not know. Like, I haven't found anywhere that I could like use him. Like, I don't know what to do with the dog. Anyway, yeah, the whole gist of the gameplay loop is to, you know, basically move around underwater in your submarine because you are a worm and therefore you can't breathe underwater. I think, like, I don't know. I used to go fishing a lot, and when I would fish with a worm, and like the worm would be underwater for hours because I would pick terrible places to fish and not catch anything. Anyway, so the fish, you know, the worm, I would come up and you would touch it, it would wiggle, it would still be alive. So I don't know if worms would require a submarine when they go underwater. Or if they'd be fine without it. I really don't know. Now, before I go do the stuff. Anyway, so that's like the general gist. We just kind of move around in our submarine and we buy stuff. Or, no, wait, I'm sorry. We gather things. And these are all the guns I've unlocked. So each gun, as you play, becomes something that you can, like, upgrade. Let's see. I think you have to upgrade it a certain amount to get, I don't know. I don't know what it is. There it is. All right. So now it's been upgraded, and now it's like it's something a little bit different. But I mean, it's something that like you can do. I haven't really done too much of it because it just honestly hasn't been anything, you know, too necessary. It's just not, once you find a weapon that you really like, it's really easy to just kind of stick to the weapon that you've chosen. And, you know, I like the minigun, and it's like my favorite gun, so I don't really see a reason to use it otherwise. But anyway, we got all kinds of other things we can do. We've got this defensive laser, which I never really use. Same thing with defensive torpedoes. A dash, another thing that I didn't use. I'm just doing it now because we're right there. And then our harpoon, which is what you use to capture things. And then you've got all this stuff that kind of like makes it to where you can go further underwater and everything. But once you hit a certain point, there's not really much of a point. That is like one thing I think the game kind of runs into a little bit of a problem with, and I don't really want to call it a problem. It just runs into this situation where you can, dang. All right, well now I gotta go actually get stuff because I spent all that money on upgrades that I didn't actually need. Anyway, but yeah, one of the problems that I think there is the upgrade system, as good as it is, it's, you know, fairly enjoyable. The biggest problem I've run into is not really knowing what it is that I need in order to actually do an upgrade. And to do that, you have to go to the collection screen to look at everything, and it's just like you gotta go do a lot of different menus in order to kind of you know, find the stuff that you need when it should be kind of, I don't know, much easier to find, I guess. But there are a variety of upgrades that you can get. This is a, supposed to be a tower that's worthless. It just looks nice, what it says. I haven't really got it yet. I don't really know that I will. Actually, I don't think I will, because, I mean, I've spent, like, the better part of the day playing this, because it's, like I said, it's just a really fun game. It's the kind of game that you can turn off your brain. You don't have to put a lot of thought into things. You can just kind of relax. And, it's just a really satisfying gameplay loop. Kind of like how Vampire Survivors managed to really give you that kind of warm, fuzzy feeling as you played, so you were, it was easy to hook you in for, like, one more play. Critical Fishing does, like, the same thing. Like, I think it definitely manages to pull you in rather constantly. With, like, that one more time kind of aspect. And I still haven't got the one thing I need. Some of these fish are like... Well, I guess I should show you what I was talking about, because... Oh, and then we have the research, which I've researched all the things that actually matter to me. I think the research tree is actually pretty decent. But yeah, the collection screen is where you go to find out, like, what you need to kill, or capture and kill, in order to get whatever it is that you need to get. And I need these, like, I don't know, iron or steel beams or whatever they are. So that's like what I need to find those guys. And some of these will, you know, you don't know what they really drop until they actually drop something. Or maybe you have to get a certain amount. I'm not really sure. I never really figured out, like, how that worked. It never really mattered. And here I am catching a bunch of stuff I don't need. Yeah, the fish don't always show up. They are... Well, they do have different rarity levels, so it could be like a long time. Well, I don't want to say it could be a long time, but there could be times you come down here with the intention of fishing and kind of catching whatever it is that you're trying to, and coming up empty-handed. Well, probably not empty-handed, but you won't come up with the fish that you're trying to catch. There's not really any way around it other than just, you know, going, you know, catching at least one fish, going up here, doing this number. And then doing it again. Ah, we got one. Alright, let's build this. Alright, yeah, so this should be the end. It should, I think it is, anyway. I think this is gonna launch me into space, and then I win the game. Oh, look at my little worm bros. Oh yeah, you can get, like, a bunch of hats. So... Huzzah. Breaking news, water found on the moon. It is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness, that is life. And that is... It's very true. Okay. So, like... Did I win? I mean, there's other stuff I can, like... get, I guess, but... I don't know. Well, anyway, I mean, that's the whole gist. Like, we're supposed to go to the moon. Nice to know that they left without me. It's like being picked last in dodgeball. And then when you get picked by that last team, you do an exceptional job, and they're like, oh man, we should have picked this guy. But it's whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm going to assume that perhaps maybe there's something else to it. I don't really know. That was like the thing that I've been kind of aiming for and whatnot. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, we'll just finish this out. Because as far as I can tell, like, I mean, I can't build another ship to, go back to space, so I don't know if there was something I missed or whatever to be able to go with them. In any case, I would like to thank the developer for giving me a free key for the game. It was unexpected, but it was appreciated, and I've had a good time with it. You know, like I said, many hours in. Yeah, that's it. Nice short video, and the end. Happy Monday. And to those of us in the United States, good luck for tomorrow. Hopefully things turn out well.